3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
Hey everyone, another week of fun. Yep, that's a thing. Puff and Steph hanging out on your listening device or on your viewing device. Basically your phone. Let's be honest, that's how you listen or watch. That's how you do it. Today's show brought to you by Fryzinger Hyundai. Right on the price, right on the pike. Have pain, have anxiety, can't sleep? Well, you can meet with a certified wellness consultant at American Shaman of PA. Life is better with the feather. You should check them out at hempashealth.com. Steph, I noticed you were wearing a Harrisburg Senator shirt.
Whoop, whoop.
What else is new? Tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow's opening day. I cannot believe it's really happening. It's been like 612 days since we played baseball at FMB Field. I'm not kidding. I counted.
Steph has, if you ever watch a prison movie and people are doing the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then do the 5 across.
Yep.
Steph, that's what she has in her cubicle.
The tally
with the
marks.
Senators, yes.
Seriously.
Yeah, so.
Very excited.
I know, like, to me, it's bittersweet because I know you're happy, but I also know, like, I'll be seeing you less because, you know, that's your life, and that's okay.
Right.
It's okay.
It'll be a busy season.
I'm okay with it.
We'll still find time to do the show, right?
Yeah, that's it, though.
Yeah.
And I'll be hanging out with your baseball boys.
Well, we're not allowed to be on the field or anything. There's all these crazy restrictions.
Yeah, the restrictions are kind of nuts. So you'll be hanging out with people in the stands more than on the field.
Pretty much.
I'm curious as to what you think you would fall in this. Researchers at Tel Aviv University did a study that found all they need is 3 songs to identify the person who made a particular playlist.
Like a friend of theirs or something?
Yes, let me explain further. 150 undergrad students were separated into 4 groups. They were asked to make up a playlist of their favorite songs. The students' musical tastes varied greatly from old and new, classic rock, pop, international hip-hop. Using a complex mathematical model put together by the research team, they were able to identify an individual by 3 of their musical choices 80 to 100% of the time. So they would be able to say, oh, Steph made that. All we need is 3 picks from you. And I wasn't really going to talk about this until I really thought about you and how widespread your musical tastes are.
Yep.
Because you love country music. You listen to country music a lot.
Love it.
But you also are a huge Lil Wayne fan.
I love Lil Wayne. Every day. I listen to him every day. Never gets
Every
old.
day. Steph, what's your favorite Lil Wayne song?
It's not even, I can't even say the title of it. It's not appropriate. I literally can't say.
What's your second favorite Lil Wayne song?
Also not appropriate.
Oh, man.
Third, I can say it's Steady Mobbin'. It's such a good song, but I feel so ridiculous even saying that.
You should, a little bit. Just a little bit. So yeah, I was thinking about you, and then I thought about myself, and my musical tastes are all over the place too. Because now I actually have like a day job, and I have an office, and I listen to music in my office.
Right.
And I'm all over the place. It all depends on my feelings. Sometimes I'm going with stuff I listened to in high school. Sometimes the stuff I went to listen to in college. Very rarely am I listening to new stuff. But like I'll go as far back as like 80s, maybe even some 70s stuff here and there, depending on the mood.
Now, do you play it out loud, or do you like have headphones in?
Play it out loud.
Do you?
I have it set up on an iPad, and I just play it off an iPad.
And is your door closed, or like can your coworkers hear it?
I don't think they can hear it.
Right.
It's kind of a brick building, and there's a lot of stuff going on, so I don't think I want to believe that if they could hear it and it would bother them, that they would tell me, and I have no problem turning it down. But I also don't. For that purpose, it's not super loud.
Right.
It's more background fodder when I'm doing things. You know?
Right. See, I've had that embarrassment a few times. I usually listen with headphones at work, but earlier this week I was working what day is it? No, it was last week. I was working in the box office, and I was by myself, and we have like the window open, so if someone comes up and buys tickets, you know, we're there. But I was just playing music out loud, not in my headphones, and I was playing Louis Capaldi, Someone You Loved. Like, I was listening to, like, a sad music playlist. I was just in the mood. Not that I was sad. I just like listening to it. And it was, like, blaring Louis Capaldi, and somebody walked up, and I was like, hi, how may I help you? And it was, like, a depressing song. I'm fine, I swear. Can I help you?
Nobody loves me. I've been searching for my person for 18,000 years.
Yeah, it was very depressing music.
Did they ask if you were okay?
No, they just kind of laughed and like, okay, anyway.
Well, I need 2 tickets, please.
Yeah.
There's a new TV show on Netflix called, I think it's Posse. No, I read that wrong. It's Pose. I put an extra S in there. It's an American drama television series about New York City's African-American and Latino LGBTQ gender nonconforming drag ball scene that happened in the 1980s. Honestly, it really doesn't matter what it's about, because we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about how out of touch Hollywood is. And I'm going to give you 2 examples. Here's the first one. There was a promotional event in New York City, like a little over a week ago, for season 3 of the show. And the show's executive producer, Janet Mock, made a speech complaining about the money she's earning in front of everyone.
Oh my gosh.
She goes, why am I making $40,000 an episode? I'm angry. This is the truth. This is the bleeping truth. She goes, bleep Hollywood. Does this make you uncomfortable? It should. It should make you shake your bleeping boots. This will be the 3rd and final season of the show, again, where the executive producer is making $40,000 a show.
Does this make you uncomfortable? Nope, not at all.
No, it makes me like, I'm sure, let's say it's a promotional event, so there's press there. There's probably other people behind the scenes and actors for the show. And some of them may make more than this woman. Some may make less. You know who definitely makes less? The serving staff.
Yep.
Who's doing the pasta dish? Mm-hmm. Who's bringing you your champagne and your bacon wrapped scallops or whatever you have at this thing? And they're like, is that woman on stage complaining about making $40,000 an episode?
Right.
Like,
it's such a smack in the face.
It really is,
people.
right?
It really is.
So next time someone from Hollywood tries to tell you how to do your life, just think about that. Also, this one's a little bit less. This is just an example. I'm not really hating on this woman, and that's Rihanna. I could never hate on her. I love her. Anyway, she's the richest female recording artist these days.
Really? Mm-hmm. More than Taylor Swift?
Yeah, she's purchased a $10 million house next door to the $13.8 million house that she already has.
Oh, so she can be neighbors with herself?
So she bought a $13.8 million mansion 3 months ago. And now she went and bought a $10 million house next door. The 3,500 square foot house sits next to her current 76,000 square foot mansion. And now it covers a little more than an acre of land. So, again, next time anybody in Hollywood tries to tell you how to live your life, remember this.
I remember years ago on the radio, we talked about a story. I think it was Johnny Depp. His neighbors moved. Do you know what I'm talking about? And
is this the one where he made the underground tunnels?
Yeah, and he bought the houses next to him because he didn't want anybody else to live there. So he's like, I'll just buy them.
And then he did underground tunnels to the houses.
Yep.
Yeah, because he's Johnny Depp and he can do what he wants.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're much better than us, so we should treat them as such. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, it is Misconnection Monday time.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Fryzinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Fryzinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Fryzinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Fryzinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Fryzinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
We try to do public service every single week on this show. We believe in love. And you know what? People find love in different ways nowadays. Some people find, like I met my wife at a bar, right? She worked there, I worked there. We kind of met and the rest is history. Some people meet online nowadays. Some people meet at church or at the grocery store or running in the park or whatever. Friend of a friend, blind date hooks you up. But you know what? There's another way to meet that special someone, and that's posting an ad about them in the Misconnection section of Craigslist.
The old-fashioned way.
Yes, the way our grandparents did it. Misconnection Monday starts right now.
This is a good one. I have a crush on my pharmacist.
Yes, you do.
All it says is CVS South Street. You make my day whenever you're there. I feel silly trying to make conversation with you, hoping I get a positive sign from you next time I'm in. Love, E.
Well, like, maybe in the medical field, you don't use the word positive.
Right. That could have some different meanings.
Yeah. I mean, listen, pharmacists could be a good time. They have access to a bunch of pills.
They were smart. They make good money. There's some good stuff going on there.
I don't know if there's a dumb pharmacist out there, so yeah.
Good luck.
All right. Good luck to you and your pharmacist's true love. High Spire Dollar General. Beautiful woman with red hair. We were in the same aisle. I complimented you. What did I say to you? I'm very much interested in all you have to offer. Smiley face.
All you have to offer.
I don't know what that means. Is that like you were beautiful and your cart was full of goodies?
Right.
And I'm interested in all of that.
Right.
I like you, but I also I enjoy those cookies you have in your cart, and I'm going to eat those.
Yeah.
All you have to offer. Smiley face.
Huh. I wonder what all's going on there. This is a different kind of
Oh, by the way, on that one, didn't use proper punctuation. What did I say to you? Didn't have a question.
Oh, okay. It's a no-go. No.
All right.
This one's called Moving Man. Looking for the moving man that helped me move a few days ago. You were kind of short, but very strong. You did great work, and I would like to properly thank you for everything.
All right.
You know, this just goes to show you gotta, take your chance when you have it. When he was there, you should have tried to talk to him. Because now, Craigslist doesn't always work.
And it's going to be hard to locate.
Exactly.
There's a lot of different ways people meet their significant other or potential significant others, like we talked about when this whole thing started. They're not doing it. It used to be just Craigslist.
Yep. There's so many other options.
There's so many other options. So you got to shoot your shot, people. If the moving man you're into, take your chance. Because that moving man, you know what he's doing tomorrow? He's moving someone else.
He's moving another girl.
He is.
Look out.
Who might be a little bit more forward than you.
Gotta take your chance when you have it.
Oh my God, I can't believe I ran into you. I found you. Remember you moved me like a month ago? Oh yeah, no, you're the greenhouse. Yes, the greenhouse, yes. So I've been thinking about you. I put a Craigslist ad. I know how embarrassing. I would really like to go out with you. Oh, this is crazy because the very next house I moved the next day, the woman told me the same thing, and now we're engaged to be married.
You're just a smidge too late.
But to be honest, first impressions, I liked you better. But I'm a loyal man. Oh, he's a loyal man too. I really messed up.
Really
That's
messed up on that
what
one.
happened. Sheets Palmyra. You were wicked hot. We had eye contact several times, and we both acknowledged each other. How do you think they acknowledge each other? Like a little head nod?
That's what I'm picturing.
Like oh, yes, hello. Like, how do you do?
A little bit of a smile.
A bow, maybe a curtsy.
Yeah.
I want to post my number for you, ... What was my number for pickup? I said it loud enough for you to hear. Okay, so this is what I'm picturing. Two people waiting for their MTO order, right? And the person at Sheets gets on the microphone and goes, okay, we have order number 362. And he goes, that's me! Turns to the woman that he's made contact with and goes, 362! And then walks over and grabs his food. There's no way she's going to forget that.
Right. I'll write it on Craigslist later and see if she remembers. There's no chance she's going to remember that. I don't even remember my own MTO number.
No.
And I take MTOs very seriously. But
as
if you're
you should,
asking
being
me that,
being a native Central Pennsylvania
Yes.
person, you should.
Thank you. But like later that day, you asked me what my MTO number was. Not a clue.
Unless it was something cool. Like I've had 666.
Oh.
I've had 001.
Right.
Like if it's a standout number.
Maybe. But even then, probably 15 minutes later, it's left my mind forever.
Yeah. That's
you know,
true.
because I'm more focused on like
The food
and other things.
I've had 717, and I'm like, oh, very cool. That's because that's how my life is, and I get excited about things like that.
Hey, it's the little things, right?
717, that's me. I love you. All right. Okay. All right. That was your Misconnection Monday. Is there a worse place to get trapped? After I tell you this story, I doubt you'll be able to find or think of someplace. A man had to be rescued after a tree that fell during high winds trapped him inside a porta potty at Gettysburg National Park.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, this was close by.
Yeah, like a little over a week ago.
No.
A rescue crew called to Little Round Top, cut away the tree with a chainsaw, and then cut the portable toilet open with another saw. The man was loaded into an ambulance to be taken to the hospital with injuries not considered life-threatening. Said one firefighter he was very lucky. The porta-johns, the porta-loos, the porta-toilets, whatever you want to call them, it's not a lot of, like, it's not going to stop a tree falling. Not even like a medium-sized tree. Like, they're not very strongly built because they're made to be picked up and moved from location to location. Okay.
Right.
So the tree fell onto the porta-john and like trapped him inside.
This poor guy.
Is there a worse place to get stuck?
I don't think so.
Than a porta-john.
I mean, the smell and not being able to move, you know, for anybody who's even slightly claustrophobic, maybe you can be in there, do your business, and get out. But to be trapped in there, that's kind of terrifying.
Do you know I didn't even think about the claustrophobic thing?
Really? See,
No.
that's the first thing I think of, because that would freak me out, not being able to get out.
I just think about being stuck in a toilet that you can never flush.
Yeah, that's terrible.
So the guy had a lot going against him, but he's going to be okay.
Wait, so how long was he stuck in there for?
A while. I mean, enough for ambulance to get there and bust out the cutting tool. It didn't say.
That's terrifying. I thought I locked myself in the bathroom at work the other day, and I was like mildly panicking.
How would that happen?
Well, it was the outside, like the bathrooms in the stadium. I was out there doing stuff, so I just used it quick. But it was like dark, and like they're not. Our season like wasn't started yet, so it's not like people were in and out of them. And I was like, oh no, I think the door's locked. But I mean, it wasn't. But just the thought of that, and there's room in there, and it didn't smell bad, and just the thought of that freaked me out. So I can't even imagine what this guy went through.
Stuck in a porta potty.
But he's a local. Can we get him on the phone?
Yeah, actually, I have him on the phone. How would you feel about moving into an old folks home? Because that's what happened to this teenager in Oklahoma. She's 19 years old. She found the apartment online but never visited. It was advertised as a super spacious apartment that was significantly cheaper than her other place in Oklahoma. It was only $350 a month.
Oh.
So she grabbed it, packed up, and moved. Initially found it odd that all of her neighbors were over the age of 65. The reality of her living situation didn't really come into play until she spotted a sign at the front of the complex that said Senior Citizens Apartments. She didn't realize that's what it was. Despite being the only teenager in the 10-apartment complex, she's reportedly thriving in her new, unique surroundings.
Is she?
Yep, she said she's made friends with a lot of her neighbors, listens to their stories, and sometimes they give her home-cooked meals.
Aw, that doesn't sound bad at all.
Nope, not bad at all.
Honestly, I don't think that's a bad deal. I mean, for that price?
The only thing that 19 years old, it is nice to have people your own age around.
True. They're probably not going to appreciate her loud parties.
Yeah, like, hey, Phyllis, you want to come over and play some beer pong? No? All right, me neither, because I'm only 19. I can't drink. Wink, wink. Probably getting the old people to go buy her beer.
Right. But, my pup-up was in a memory care facility for a year, and I loved going in there. I loved those people. I mean, but, living there or visiting, there's a line there. Do you want to live there?
And you are one of 10 people in this building, in this complex. So, let's say she meets a gentleman, and she brings the gentleman home. Now you have 9 sets of judgmental grandparents.
That's true.
That, watch your date do the walk of shame the next morning.
They're judging you. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awkward.
Yeah, even if they see you, hug a guy. Oh, no, that little hussy next door hugged another one.
She's not even married to him.
So, I know, there's pros and cons. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, this is shocking survey results.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Fryzinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Fryzinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Fryzinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Fryzinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Fryzinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
A study from Jive Communications about customer service. This is crazy. These are some of the craziest survey results I've ever heard. If I were to say, who is more willing to wait on hold for customer service? Younger people, middle-aged, or older? What would you say?
Oh, I would probably say older people, although there's some grumpy ones.
Millennials are willing to wait the longest times for customer service.
I don't believe that.
The average 18 to 35-year-old will wait 11 minutes on hold on the phone before they start getting frustrated. Respondents over the age of 55 will last 8 minutes on hold before becoming upset.
See, I would have expected them to be more patient.
No.
Wow. I feel like millennials, after 35 seconds, they lose interest.
Maybe they're more willing to lie on surveys.
Probably.
Yeah.
Whereas the older people are more honest.
They're like, no, 8 minutes, I'm done. 76% of Americans have at least once in their lives asked to speak to a manager. Have you ever asked to speak to a manager?
Karen. I don't think I have. Have you?
I have, but it wasn't because I was angry with the person. I think I was like trying to make a deal or something. I was like, let me just talk to your manager. Let me just bypass this little dance we're doing here.
Right.
I think that's what it was. It wasn't like I was calling to complain about anything.
You weren't doing it in like a Karen way.
No, I was doing it in a negotiation type way. A third of millennials would let it pass if they were served the wrong drink at a restaurant. A third. 1 out of 5 wouldn't complain if they served the wrong food. Really? 15% would even be fine if a new article of clothing had a hole in it.
At that point, if I didn't find out till I got home, I think sometimes it's just you just don't feel like taking it back.
How big's the hole? Can I sew it?
Is it worth it?
All right, so you worked in food service. Working in food service, are you less likely to send something back?
Yeah.
What if they got something completely wrong? What if you wanted the steak and potatoes, and they come out with a pasta dish? Now, you love pasta, but you really wanted the steak. Would you ask? Would you be like, I got the steak, not the pasta?
Honestly, it completely depends on my mood and what ends up coming out instead. Because if what comes out, like, smells really good and looks good, I'd probably be like, all right, this works. I'm starving. I don't want to have to wait. At that point, it might be like, you don't want to have to wait for them to fix it. But if it's like they bring out something that's really unappealing, then I'd probably, like, say, I'm really sorry, but this is not what I ordered. Would you?
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%.
Like, right? Like, you just be like, no, this is not
Yes.
mine.
I would be like, what is this? Is this some sort of weird appetizer I didn't order before my steak comes?
Right.
Absolutely not. Like, you go there, you want... Like, if you're anything like me, if I go to a place that I don't know, like, I'll look at the menu ahead of time and go, I'm probably going to get that.
Oh, yeah.
Depending on the specials. So I go there, and I'm like, I'm definitely going to get that now.
Right.
And you're so excited for that, and then they bring out this?
That's true. You get your hopes up.
Absolutely not. Like, take that back.
Excuse me.
And I blame you, the waitress, and it will come out of your tip. No, I'm just kidding. That's not what I do. But
well, and I think with like little things, like if a server's really busy and I ask her for mayonnaise and she forgets to get it, I usually will just be like, okay, it's fine. I'll just eat my fries without mayonnaise. But if it's something that big, it's literally your entree is wrong and you had your hopes up for it. Yeah, that's rough.
yeah, I mean, you used to work at a steakhouse. So if someone wanted a big, juicy steak and you brought out like a plate of steamed broccoli or you know what I mean, like a vegetarian thing, God forbid.
Right.
Sorry, wife, but yeah. No, not cool. All right, time to stump Steph. A recent study claims that doing this at least 2 hours a week makes you more likely to succeed at work. You don't do it.
Smoking.
No.
Vaping.
No.
Doing this for 2 hours a week.
Doing this at least 2 hours a week makes you more likely to succeed at work. You don't do it at work either.
Oh, okay. You do it at home or somewhere else?
Most of the time at home.
And it's bad.
I don't even think it's that bad. You definitely don't do it. I don't do it for 2 hours a week. I do it sparingly.
Is it kind of frowned upon, though?
No.
Like by your employer?
Maybe as an adult it's kind of frowned upon, but, you know, we're all just big kids anyway.
So it's something that's childish.
Uh-huh.
Whining.
No. 2 hours a week of whining?
A lot of people exceed that, you're right.
I know you used to date someone who did this a lot, and it bothered you.
Smoking weed.
Smoking weed for 2 hours a week helps you succeed at work. No, kids, it does not do that.
Not that I was implying that it does or it should, but
you had mentioned a couple times this guy doing this, and it really didn't bother you, except for sometimes it kind of was like he paid attention to that more.
Playing video games.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Knew it.
A recent study claims that playing video games at least 2 hours a week will help you succeed at work. I don't know why or how. Like I said, I don't do it 2 hours a week. I'll buy a game, get into it, play it for a few hours, and then once I'm done with it, I'll wait till the next game comes out. So it's usually months between video game splurges for me. In a recent survey, 44% of people said it's never okay to do this at work. 44% of people said it's never okay to do this at work. I don't have any issue with you. You don't do this. I do it a lot more than you do.
Said they would never, so it's frowned upon.
Yes. It's not seen as professional. You don't do it. I do. You're more professional
It's
than me.
frowned upon. Swearing.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yep.
The hints really helped me on that one.
What, that you don't do it and I do?
Yep.
Is that what, am I just a potty mouth puff over here?
Well, and you're really not, but you especially I think towards the beginning of our partnership on the show, you would tease me because I would say like, gosh darn it all to heck.
Gosh darn it. Oh, phooey. I burnt the darn muffins.
Don't you hate that?
All right, friends. Have yourself a good Monday. We'll be back tomorrow. The podcast lives for another day. Later.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.